Hi everyone, my name is Connor York and I will be discussing paratext in reference to Neil Shusterman's book Unwind. It might help if I give a little bit of a background on the book before I begin. If you haven't read it, you should check it out. It's one of my all-time favorite book series. The novel is set in a time after the Second Civil War, which was fought over life and choice. The pro-choice and pro-lifers came to an agreement, the Bill of Life. This document states a child cannot be touched from the moment of conception until the age of 13. Between the ages of 13 and 18, if a guardian wishes, they can choose to retroactively erase their child through a process of unwinding. Unwinding ensures that a child's life technically doesn't end since the organs are harvested and given to various recipients. This novel is centered on three main characters, two heroes and one anti-hero. Through their viewpoints, readers are able to engage in the story and see the different thoughts from all the different characters and what makes them up to be the heroes and the anti-hero. Before I jump into my comparison, I wanted to put both the covers I will be looking at side by side to let you guys see what I was looking at. And before I get into my comparison, I kind of wanted you guys in the back of your mind to think which one's more appealing and which one do you think goes more with the story before you know anything. Alright? So I'm going to begin with the copy that I actually own. So when I first saw it in a store, the main thing that drew my attention was, for one, Neil Shusterman's name, bold and bright red. I had read several novels before by him and I was like, why not? It's Neil Shusterman, let's do this. And then the next part that drew me in, I'm a horror gothic novel person, so when I saw the cover, I saw the darkness and what appeared to be a person, but like in a fingerprint, which looking at it, I was like, okay, this might be like an identity thing. But as I continued to read the novel, I kind of realized it's more like a sociological implication. And I actually watched a YouTube video and I found out that Neil Shusterman developed the book idea from a news story that talked about how, like, within our lifetime, 100% of the human body will be viable for transplant. And he was also looking at articles that talked about rights with children and just the argument of abortion and on both sides. So it's more than just like a technological future, it's definitely like a sociological one, and I think the cover with the hand and the fingerprint and just the thought of what if your parents could unwind you, like it leaves it open to interpretation of how the reader wants to look at it. If I would have looked at this one first, I'm not sure I would have actually read the novel, because for me, it's kind of like a Freudian concept. Like, it's kind of sexual, I guess, in a way, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if you look at it, it's like you're laying on a bed, and somebody just drapes a sheet on you, and all that is shown is the curves. So, for me, this one's more sexually appealing, which could be a little complicated since it's like a YA novel, but there is still topics inside the book that, like sex, that have actually made this book be banned. But just like the other novel cover, the author's name is bolded in red. So that was the only thing that showed consistency to me. I just felt like this was like the author and like the publisher's way to draw attention to the book, because maybe they knew that this one could be like a little lacking. And like I felt like the other one went more so with the storyline, with identity, but the more I look at it, I see like maybe it's just like an open book, which is kind of what the Unwinds want. Like they just want an open page to be who they want to be. So all that gives you like a little bit of a background on it and kind of the way I'm looking at the covers and the text, and say like I really think you should read it, and I hope that you will pick up one day.